Hi there folks, my name is Paul Bars from paulbars.com. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by and watch this video. We're continuing on our series on essential elements that you can apply to your website to improve your SEO. And in this video, number 3, we're looking at the technical elements. Now let me just say right up front, there are a lot of them. I'm not going to be covering them all. Just let's look at three things that you can do to make a big difference. Number 1, HTTPS. Have you secured your site yet with an SSL certificate? It's a simple yes or it's a simple no. Couple of things that you want to be aware of when you're doing that. Because while this may only be a small ranking signal, we believe it still is and has been for some time an SEO ranking signal from Google. When you secure your site, I'm not talking about protecting it from hackers. I'm talking about the data transfer between the client's browser and your website, so that whatever forms they might submit or queries through to you, that information is secure. It doesn't even need to be for an order online anymore. So when you grab your certificate, make sure, well, I guess first understand what you need. Either a standard SSL certificate for your top level domain, just your www.yourdomain.com, or perhaps a wildcard certificate which will also cover subdirectories or subdomains, I should say, such as in my case audio.paulbars.com, where I store my audio files, media.paulbars.com, other files there as well, and they become secure also. That's a wildcard certificate. Choose the appropriate one for you and look around. Costs do vary. Obviously, the less you pay, the less you get. I've seen SSL certificates range from, say, $100 a year to $1,000 a year, depending on what you get. And it's worthwhile looking at some of the different options. That's number 1. Number 2, when you grab it, get a professional to install it on the server for you. Don't try and do it yourself if you've never done this before. Pay someone. Classic example, recently I was reviewing a client's site and I went, they've got an SSL certificate installed on here. I didn't even know. So I punched in the HTTPS, did that. The green lock, the padlock, didn't show up. Instead, the message I got was, not all items on this page are secure. Here's the thing. Installing the SSL certificate to the server doesn't automatically secure the website. You need to go back and make sure that all elements in the configuration of your site and the redirect from the non-SL to the SSL actually is set up correctly. Very, very important to do that. So that's the first thing from a technical point of view. Number 2, and this is so important, probably should have been number 1, and that is your page load speed. The amount of time it takes for your pages to load when a visitor comes along. And there are many different things that you can do this, just as there are many different tools you can use to measure it. Most importantly, look at optimizing your images. Look at optimizing your code, whether you're using compression or whether you're packaging things up in such a way with your JavaScript queries, and whether you move things from the header load time to the footer, whether you're looking at using a content delivery network, whether you're looking at using a cache-in plugin, for example. So many different things. Now, if you're technically minded, these will come to you quite easily. If not, then you need to get a professional to improve your page load speed. I was looking at a client's site recently, and it was starting at around 21 seconds. Oh my Lord. And hey, out of the box, a WordPress theme just thrown up there, it could be that bad. We were able to get it down to 4.5 seconds using literally every single tool in the box. The only thing that prevented them from going further from there was the massive amount of content, and that's okay. So we then began to optimize their entry pages. And that's a great strategy, using Google Analytics to view their most viewed entry pages. We optimize those even further, and by reducing the page load speed have increased their conversions and their visitor time on site, there you go, and so on. Very important to do these different types of things. And then finally, I guess number 3, again, not easy to implement if you're not technically minded, but is your schema markup. Now there are many different types of schema markup that you can use on your site. It really all depends on what your target market is, who they are, where they are, and what they're looking for. There's obviously your social media, your open graph tags and so on. But there's personal schema markup, there's business or company, there's local business. There's a whole range of different things that you can look at to improve how the search engines read your pages and present your pages. And that's what it's all about, folks. If someone's looking for something, you want to come up in search. And you want to be presented so that you stand out above, bigger and better than your competition. And that's where the schema markup can come to play. So those, I believe, of all the different options when it comes to on-page SEO are my 3 favorites. They're things that you need to look at for your site. They're things that you need to consider. Have we done these yet? Can I do them myself, or should I get a professional to do them? All right, few things further. I've got a couple more videos in this particular series. We'll continue on, and I'll talk to you then. My name is Paul Bars from paulbars.com, signing off. Bye-bye.